Hey, what's up, everybody? Blumman FT here, and today we're going to be doing our first review of Persona 3 Reload. Now, if any of you guys have seen my previous videos, especially in regards to Trails of Cold Steel, what I like to do with this is I'll play a couple chapters of a game's story, and then I'll do a review on the things that I've covered, things that were notable, and I definitely wanted to do it with this game because I never got to do it with Persona 5. Even though I wanted to. I wish I could have. I wish I did do it with Persona 5. But when Persona 5 Royal came out, I was like, is there really going to be much more stuff to cover? I'm not going to be surprised by much anymore. The stuff with Dr. Maruki and Kasumi was pretty interesting, but I don't think it was worth doing like a whole review series for. But this is worth it. Okay, so a little history about me and Persona games. I first played Persona 4 Golden when it got ported to Steam. That was the first Persona game I ever played. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I didn't end up like going for a true ending because I didn't really know that existed at the time. I got my scuffed ending, and then I was like, okay, we're done. And then I was like, okay, Persona 5. I looked at it. I was like, I need a PS4 or PS3. I'm not about to buy one of those just to play Persona 5. So that's when I started looking into emulators. I found an emulator, which I will not name, and then I was able to emulate Persona 5. I played that during a time over summer, I think either in 2018 or 19. And as I've mentioned before, I was like super depressed. Like I was at a super low point in my life. I hated everything. I didn't want to really do anything. I wouldn't say I was suicidal or anything like that, but I was definitely at the point where I was like, what the heck is the point of living, dude? This sucks. Uh, and now I can look back on it in a more positive way. But I played that game and it pulled me out completely. Like it lifted me up. That game was so incredible. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Um, and I was just like, okay, dang, I want more. You know, I played Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5. What next? I learned about Persona 5 Royal. I couldn't uh, emulate it, so I was like, dang, am I really gonna have to buy a PS4 for this or a PS3? And I was considering it because I'd already played 5 and I knew how good it was. And instead, I was like, okay, what about Persona 3? So I got a different emulator, which I will not name, and I was able to get Persona 3 FES on there. And I believe I only played up to the part where we met the shy nerdy girl, Fuka, Fuka, something like that. It's been a very long time since I played FES. So we met her, I remember, and then we fought like a boss. We were in Tartarus, and I remember we were at, like around the entrance area with the giant staircases, and we fought like this duo boss. I think that was the last thing I remember from FES. So when I heard that there was going to be a remake, I was super excited. And at first, I saw on Steam, and I'm trying to pull this up right now. I didn't have Steam open. They pulled a massive debate, dude. Let me find this crap. Persona. They ported Persona 3 Portable over. Persona 3 Portable. I didn't know what that was, right? Here I am. I barely played a bit of like Persona 3 FES. I'm thinking this is it. This is the game. Persona 3. This is it. I downloaded. I played a couple minutes. I was like, bro, what is this? What is this garbage? And then I saw people saying, yo, don't buy this crap. I don't know what Atlas was thinking with this. And people were like, this is only good for FemC. And obviously, I haven't finished FES. I haven't finished Persona 3 in general. So playing the game for FemC seems kind of pointless. People are like, play FemC once you finish the game. So I was like, dang, that was a waste of money. So it's just sitting here with 97 minutes of playtime on it. And it wasn't, if I'm being honest, I didn't actually even play that for 97 minutes. I was just like, had the game open while I was looking up what the heck I just bought. So yeah, that is the story. Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5, Persona 5 Royal, Persona 3 FES for a couple hours. So now we have Persona 3 Reload, and I remember when the trailers were coming out, I was excited, but at the same time, I did not look at any of them. I was like, I don't want to get spoiled on stuff. This would be not the only, but really the only true Persona game where I really just have no clue what's going on. Aside from that first bit of time, I have no clue what is going on in this story. So I wanted to avoid it, go in as fresh as possible, and I'm glad that I was able to pop off on that. So first things first, before I get into like the actual game itself, I was talking on a Discord server with some people, and some of them were very frustrated about the price tag. Now, I completely understand, and I think $70 for a remake, no less, is one of the scummiest things you can do. This artificial inflation garbage, inflating the price on a digital good, I think is pretty stupid. It's not like, this is physical, there's a limited amount, It's just corporate greed. Can't really go into more about that. That's just my opinion on it. I think it's stupid. But the only reason why I spent $70 on this is because, one, since I really did not finish Persona 3 FES, since I really didn't. I kind of just dipped my toe into the water. This technically is a new game for me. Maybe I'm trying to cope with spending $70, but it's technically a completely new game for me. It looks way better. I assume that for people who haven't played 3, and if they've played all the other ones and they've enjoyed it, this is probably worth it. For the people who've already played FES, they're probably like, no, this is a scam. $70 is insane. And I know that people were saying, where's FemC? And then they'd say, like, what is it? Like, there's like 2 versions of the game? Like, truth or questions and answers? Oh, wait, that's Umineko. You get what I mean. There's like 2 versions of the game or something. And then there's the female main character, and people were asking for that. So I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if any of that's in the game here, but I still got it regardless. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. I want to get that out real quick on the price tag. For me personally, I justified it because this is basically a completely new game. I don't mind it. And the series pulled me out of one of my lowest points in my life, so I will easily spend $70 that I can get back again. So yeah, let's get into the visuals. First things first, these visuals, and I'm looking at like I took a bit of recording. Obviously, that's how I do this. The visuals look amazing. Seeing the cutscene at the start, which I turned away from. I recorded it, but I did not look at it, and I will not look at it because it's going to spoil which characters are in the crew. I don't want to see it. See? I didn't spend all this time avoiding spoilers just to see the whole crew in an opening. I'm not doing that. So, we start the game. We get, the little monologue, the blue butterfly. And then we see the people walking around. We see our main character. And we see the classic Yukari scene. The classic. This never gets old. And then the freaking, whatchamacallit, what is it? Not the night hour, it's the dark hour. Dark hour begins. And listen, guys, all I'm going to say, only a Persona main character can walk through a city at night, seeing freaking pools of blood like Vladimir just hit W, and seeing coffins just sitting all over the place, and remain perfectly calm. Only a Persona character. Main character. Like, this dude is cooked, bro. But yeah, one of the first things I noticed were the character models, dude. They're so good. The fact that they look leagues better than 5's character models surprised me. They look so good. So, we do our classic run through the city, get to the apartments, or the dorms, sorry. And running through the city, the town, it looks so much better, dude. It looks so good. We meet the creepy little boy. And that's one of the things I find interesting about 3 so far. It seems like, there's always like a mystery to the Persona games in a sense. And I feel like the mystery in this game is going to be so much better than the others. And I'm honestly kind of glad I played the Persona games out of order, like all out of whack. I like that. I want to know who this mysterious boy is. Why is he wearing like prison colors? Is this freaking Ren? Is Joker? I'm just kidding. You know, we do the contract signing classic. We meet Yukari. Yukari looks great. The new models, as I said already, look amazing. We see Mitsuru. Mitsuru, bro. Holy crap. Yo, Persona Urza. Yeah, they look great. Fantastic. One of the things that I did notice when I played FES that kind of made it a little difficult for me to get into it fully was it's kind of slow on the uptake. They give you a lot of time to just take in your surroundings, which I do like. But, you know, I feel like there does have to be a balance. And, you know, when it comes to exploring Tartarus and, you know, going into the subconsciousness of the people in Japan in Persona 5, I do personally like to have a balance. And I feel like if I spend too much time fighting in, like, the dungeons, I get burned out. And if I spend too much time just pissing around and doing nothing, I get bored. So, starting off, you don't really have much to do, so I was a little bored. But in this now, I'm not bored. I'm enjoying this a lot because I'm looking at all the changes. Obviously, there are things that I don't remember, so I can't really compare them. But I don't mind. It doesn't matter. We have the classic music, of course. Classic. The Persona 3 music is definitely top tier, top tier. So, we head to the school. The school looks amazing, dude. It looks so good. I was like, wow.
I hope you like it.
Yeah, character models. We meet Junpei. This clown. A lot of my recording is still just, you know, talking, unfortunately. Oh, so, when we go into the city to explore, holy crap, dude, the music, listening to it again. I forgot the name of the song. So miserable. Never feel like this could last forever. So good, dude. And I noticed they've remixed some of the songs. They remixed a lot of them, which some of them hit, some of them I don't know, man. I think some of them should have been left untouched. Mass Destruction. Mass Destruction. Let me pull it up just so I can listen to it for myself before I start getting critical. Come on, come on. Okay, yeah. So we'll talk about it once we get into the combat. I don't want to skip too much of the story. So we meet what's his face? I was gonna clown on him. I was gonna call him like a older Dr. Maruki.
This is our new guest.
How do I pronounce his name? Ikitsuki. Ikitsuki. I'm not gonna lie, this guy's kind of weird and he's kind of sus, and I don't like him. He gives me weird vibes. He makes me feel icky. I don't like him. I really don't. I'm sorry.
Even I get tongue-tied.
The vibes I get from him are so different from all like the parental figures, and like, you know, in 4 and 5. I don't like him. He's really creepy. So yeah, we get to the classic. You know, they're spying on us, checking out our wavelengths. That's all cool. Sure. Dark Hour begins. You know, we meet Igor and Elizabeth. We hit the Velvet Key, and then yeah, the Dark Hour begins. Akihiko's like, yo, I got bodied. I'm bringing this thing back. You know, of course, gotta get ready to fight. Yukari comes and wakes us up. We run up the stairs. This build-up was something I've been waiting for a long time. So, we get to the top of the stairs. And you know we gotta talk about this scene. This scene is amazing. It looks so good. So let's see. Yukari tries to shoot herself and fails. Which task fails successfully, I guess. It pimp slaps her. The gun goes flying. I don't know how she survived that and didn't just die instantly, but, you know, okay. Bro ignores us, because I guess he's just that disappointed in her that he's gonna go kill her first. Akihiko and Mitsuru get ready to go help. Also, the cutscenes look amazing. And the fact that Kitsuki was like, wait, and like, I know this would be really cliche, and I'm sure it is the classic cliche, but like, I feel like this guy knows literally everything about everything, and he's willing to let Yukari get clapped if it means that we can awaken, I guess. But, you know, I think it's way too early for me to even try to make predictions like that. Persona. No. And this thing looks so good, dude. So good, dude. Honestly, the fact that they brought so many elements from Persona 5 over, I think was perfect. That was the best choice they could have made. Seriously. Because they know their target audience. They know a lot of people who are going to consider playing Reload are the Persona 5 fans. I think the Persona 5 and Royal brought in a massive amount of, you know, the normie fan base. I feel like not as many people would have known about Persona if not for 5 and Royal. That's just my opinion. I feel like every franchise, every anime, every game has a season or a version that really pops off and goes mainstream. JoJo Part 5. So our Persona rips itself out of itself. It looks freaking sick. I don't even know its name. I don't remember. I know this one was in 5, but I don't think I ever used it. And again, the models look amazing. Like, these cutscenes go so hard. They look smoother and they flow better than 5's. And don't think like I'm trying to knock on 5 at all. I'm just trying to point out how incredible this looks. It's really amazing. And I'm so glad I just stopped playing FES to wait for this. This was so worth it. I wish I remembered the name of this Persona though, dude. I forgot his name. So, we have our little awakening scene. That's cool and all. It flashes back to normal. And then, you know, they're like, what the heck? And probably one of the reasons why I think Itsuki is so sus to me is because of his initial reaction to that. Like, it's something that you can pick up on pretty easily. Both Akihiko and Mitsuru, their reaction was shock and awe. Ikitsuki's was like, I found it. This is it. Like he wanted this persona or something, or, you know, look at his face.
Is it over?
His isn't shock, it's, oh my god.
No! Get away!
This is what I've been searching for, or something like that, you know? That's the vibe I got. So, we get into the fight, the shadows pull up, I need to protect her, and I'm like sitting there, baby, baby, baby. And I was like, oh, ew. Okay, listen, I'm gonna rewind that. I know Mass Destruction goes hard, but that's when I realized it was a remix. I was like, what was that? I thought something was wrong with my ears. It was like the baby, baby, it sounded perfect. Yeah. It was like a really weird tune. Let's do it again. Okay, fine. All right, whatever. Fine. Listen, man, I'll take what I can get. My experience isn't going to be ruined just because it's a remix, you know? I don't care. It just hit kind of weird. Dude, the critical animation is incredible. It's incredible. That is so good and creative. I literally can't... I had no words when I saw that. Let me rewind this and show this again. The critical, how they pull it up, you see their face, and then right when they shoot themselves, it shatters the face and you see the persona. That's god tier. Fantastic. Fantastic, Atlas. That is amazing. So yeah, we go back to more casual live. Yep. Very, you know, casual, very boring. We get invited to Seize. And of course, I accept it instantly because this is my squad. These guys are great. We awaken our first social link, the Fool, and I also feel like our group being called Fool is also trying to tell me something. I feel like, because I don't know too much about tarot cards and all that. As much as I have played the Persona games, I really don't know about that stuff in real life. But I feel like they're basically just saying this group of us, we're fools, and we're probably going to be betrayed by someone, and we're like being manipulated. And that's why I feel even more sus towards Itsuki, because again, I don't trust him. I don't like the guy. So we get ready to head to Tartarus. I didn't show the part where we got Junpei on the squad, but Junpei joined the squad, and we head to Tartarus. So let's see here. I'll start the clip here. So we go outside the school. And this is something that I really wanted to see. I wanted to see how they did it. This cutscene is so good. It looks so good. Also, they changed Akihiko's voice actor, I believe. Which kind of sucks, but I think this new one is pretty good, actually. I like his voice. Sounds like Mercer. What is his name? Matt Mercer? Matthew Mercer? McCree? Dude, this cutscene is so good. I love it. Look at that. That is so cool, dude. Oh. Look at that. Oh, that's Tartarus, baby. Tartarus. Look at that. Look at that. So good. I was sitting there geeking out like, wow, that looks amazing. So, we head in. And of course we see the staircase, everything looks really good. I didn't realize my render scaling was at like 150, so I was lagging a bit when I had to run around, but I fixed that later. But yeah, it looks great. We head in, and the way I play like Tartarus, and like I said with all my dungeons, I will play as long as I need to get to the first wall. I only stop when they tell me I have to stop, or you know, they're like, you can't access that. There's a wall here. You have to wait for the next full moon to access it. No. That's how I play these games. And that's why I say it's kind of tough sometimes, because I can get burned out. Because literally, there's like, what, 20 floors or 25 or something just in the first block? So, you know, I'm going non-stop. Non-stop. It gets a little... I get burned out a bit. But yeah, running around, it looks amazing. It looks so much better than original. Like, I was blown away how different it looks. So we get ready to go into combat. We see Junpei do his persona. Look at that. Boom. His crit animation looks amazing. So yeah, what I wanted to hear at this point was the ambush music. So when we ambush someone, and let's see. I'm trying to find when we get our first ambush, but I'll show you Yukari's crit too. Pull the trigger, Yukari. Look at that. So cool, dude. Oh my god, that looks so good. Damn, bro. It looks great. Again, character models look fantastic. So let's try to find ambush music. Okay, here we go. So this is when we get an ambush. And this song goes hard, bro. I don't remember this in FPS. This goes really hard. And again, with the combat, when they brought it over from 5, where you can hit right button and it'll auto find something that has a weakness, or you can hit left button and look at their affinities. Amazing. Fantastic choice. Here comes the drop. Disturbing the peace. Woo. The all-out attack looks incredible. It looks so good, dude. Best all-out attack. You can say it's recency bias, because it's true. This looks amazing. Shuffle time, you can just pick what you want. I love that too. I don't have to chance it. So let's see, what else? This song goes hard. I love the ambush music more than, what the heck? My camera died. Okay, we're back. As I was saying before, I like the ambush music more than Mass Destruction, actually, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, so after that, we go back to chilling. You know, it took me a couple hours, but I was just grinding it out, beating mini bosses along the way. Not much to really say about the combat. You know, it's still, the principle is still the same. It hasn't changed by much. They just ported a lot of stuff from 5. And then I saw the shift mechanic. I was like, what is shifting? And dude, it's the baton pass from 5. I was like, yes, that's so cool. I'm glad they brought that over. I don't know if it gives you a damage boost because I wasn't really reading it, but it looks so good, dude. Oh my god, and I love that. Got it. So cool. So the baton pass was brought over. I think that was peak. That was a great decision on Atlus's part. I kept going until we beat the mini boss. So, you know, we just keep going casually, going to school, going to do all that garbage, you know what. And then we hit the point where we're going to reach our first boss. Mitsuru finds a giant shadow, and it's on the railway. Also, real quick, I have to mention with the characters. Yukari kind of holds a grudge against Mitsuru for some reason, and then we learn that her dad died in an explosion at like one of their factories or companies. I think there's something really shady going on there with Mitsuru and her backstory. I can't wait to learn what the heck is up with her. But I definitely think Kitsuki, I think he's an op. I don't care. I'll say it right now. I will say that right now. I do not care. So, Akihiko's like, yo, wake up, idiots. We gotta go fight this shadow on the railway. So, we get out there. Akihiko can't come because he's too broken. And his arm is broken. And we get to see Mitsuru pull up on the motorcycle. Freaking clean motorcycle. And guys, yo, I'm down bad, bro. Look at that. Look at that! Look, oh my god!
Everything else is the same. The shadow is currently located on the monorail not far from the station. To get there,
yo, Atlas really said, yo, let's put all the budget into Mitsuru's model, bro. That's crazy. The
equipment is rendered inoperable during the
wow. Okay, so we get onto the tracks of the rail, and you know, we're running through. We get onto the train. The train looks sick. We get trapped inside, and then freaking Junpei's ego gets hurt because I agree with Mitsuru over him, and he rushes in. I remember doing this in FDS. It was actually kind of hard for me. It was a little tricky. I was struggling a bit, but now, you know, it's way easier. We don't struggle anymore. So the train begins moving, and it starts going super fast. And I remember at this point, I was like, oh yeah, there's a boss that's speeding it up. So we're rushing through. We go to the boss. Like, there it is. And I remember, dang, yo, I forgot how some of the Persona bosses look like this. Yo, Atlas, Atlas deep in time, bro. Atlas is freaking. So yeah, and I remember now that they had given us a time limit. At this point, I was like, oh my god, there's a time limit. Also, the voice acting is amazing. I think the voice acting is great. Come on, squad, it's time. Here we go. This boss theme, I love this boss theme. It's been a minute.
I've never seen one this big before, but there's no time. We have to end this now.
Dude, this song is perfect for a boss theme, especially if you're gonna give me a timer. Like, making me feel that sense of urgency, and I love it. I'm glad they didn't really remix this, or if they did, it's not too noticeable. So good, dude. But yeah, the animations look amazing, dude. They look so good. Oh yeah, they did remix it. It goes do 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 do. It's like do 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 do. It's supposed to be do 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 do, but this is just do 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 do. It's gonna take getting used to, but I don't mind. Plus, I also saw a mod where you can just get the original songs again, but I won't do that. If I go in for multiple playthroughs, then I'll do it. Unless I end up liking it by the end of the game. So, the boss starts speeding up the train and stuff, really giving you that sense of urgency, and it drops from 28 minutes to freaking 13. We keep going in hard, she speeds up the train again, and then we get dropped down to 5 minutes, but it's no big deal. We finish her off with Yukari, and that's that. Nice and easy. So we get to head back into Tartaros because one of the borders was lifted, and yeah, we basically keep grinding through there. Nothing much changes at this point. And yeah, that's where I'd stopped. We're on the next area of Tartarus. Story-wise, nothing really much has changed so far. Nothing has advanced yet. And that's why I feel like this video right now is a little short. Just because, you know, we're still in that early intro phase of the game. We don't really know much about what's going on. There's a mystery. Something's happening. The shadows are doing weird things. When Akihiko pointed out that it was weird that they're taking over a train station, he's like, why the heck would a freaking shadow do that? Well, for what reason? And that is what made me start thinking again. I was like, dang, it's Akitsuki, bro. He's controlling these dudes. He sent it there. And I know I'm probably going to be extremely wrong, but someone is controlling these shadows. Taking over a freaking railway makes no sense. But, yeah, I think he's trying to push us for some reason. He is trying to help us, but he's trying to help us for a nefarious reason, if I'm being honest. That's what I think. But yeah, that's about it for now. I know there is the not the Arcanas, but the dang, I forgot the name of it. It's the name of the system. Whatever. I'll just call it relationships. Wow, I forgot the name of it. In terms of like the romancing, you know, like with Persona 5, I didn't really care for any of the Phantom Thieves. It was normally the more mature characters who weren't even involved with the Phantom Thieves really, like, in the group. I wish Sai, I'll still hold this against Atlus forever. Sai, hello? Sai? Why not? Bro, she was the best. Hello? Whatever. I got a grudge against you, Atlus. Sai. Oh, crap. How did I... Oh, Tai Takami, or whatever. Bro, I forgot the teacher's name. Are you serious? How? I was just thinking about this yesterday, and her name is gone now. This is bothering me. This is bothering me a lot. Kawakami. Bro, how did I forget that? Sai, Tai, Kawakami. Those three were, like, the main ones. And, you know, that's what I like. That's what I like. So, in here, I don't really think Yukari's going to be on the table. I guess Mitsuru is really the only option. Pretty much. She's the most mature one out of all of them. And Atlus already went all out with the model, the character model, bro. Oh my god, yo. They cooked. Peak fiction. Peak fiction. But yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying the game. Not much has been advanced in the story. I think it's probably not too much longer until we meet Fuka or Fuuka or whatever her name is. So yeah, I'll be sure to do another update video probably once we get around to her, just so I can clear off everything that that happens in between now and when we get her. So right after her boss fight, I think that'll be a good point to do it, after every major boss fight. So yeah, and then we'll get into completely new territory, and my review videos will be more fun, in my opinion, because I hate reviewing something that I already know about. And that's why I enjoyed Trails of Cold Steel so much, because every video was something new. I got to share things that I learned and, like, enjoyed. What the heck is up with my eyebrows? Yo, my eyebrows are cooked. Sorry, I just woke up, and I didn't even, like, take a shower or anything yet. I'm just sitting here because I want to get this video out. So I'm going to wash up after this. But, Yeah, real quick before we end, Atlas, I think it would be the funniest thing in the world if you remade Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal before Persona 4. Or 1 or 2, if I'm being honest. That'd be hilarious. Like, as much as that would suck, and I'm not trying to be mean here, I think I would laugh. I would genuinely laugh if 5 got a remake before 4. That's funny. But yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in. I really appreciate it. I definitely want to turn this into a long-running series, just like my Trails of Cold Steel review series. Make sure you go check that out if you haven't. Trails of Cold Steel is very similar to Persona as well in terms of combat, so I think Persona fans would enjoy Trails of Cold Steel. In my opinion, I like it more just because of the world building, but you know, Persona games are on a smaller level, and I think it's still fun. It's still good though. But yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in. I'll see you in the next one. Later. Stand Mitsuru.